Dun, 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 dun.
Hi everyone, this is Joel. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here as always. I really appreciate it. So for today's video, this is going to be episode 3 of my Learn to Skate series. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys some basic skating elements. And usually these are the elements that your coach will teach you on your first day of lessons. And yeah, if you want to see tips and tricks on how I do my basic skating elements, then please keep on watching. So the first element that I'm going to teach you guys is the 2-foot glide. So as demonstrated here, make sure that you skate as fast as you can, about 2 or 3 strokes, and then just keep your blades parallel to the ice and then bend your knees. Remember, when you bend your knees, don't slouch too much. You need to make sure that when you bend your knees, your back is still flat, and don't slouch your back, because that's not the proper way to do it. So make sure that when you bend your knees, make sure that you're not slouching your back, and you have to remember to keep your arms in front of you, like this, not too far back, not too far in front like a zombie. Don't do that, don't do that. Second is the one second is the 1-foot glide. So these are usually done both on the left foot and the right foot, and this is actually kind of like your first test of balance. So this takes a lot of practice, but you'll eventually get it. So first thing you do is, again, you skate forwards as fast as you can, bend your knees, then slowly lift up your knee to where your boot touches your other knee. Great tip for this is you need to do this with speed. If you're not fast enough, sometimes it's really hard to maintain that 1-foot glide position. Here I'm gonna teach you guys a little bit of a exercise on how I do my 1-foot glides. So when I do 1-foot glides and I'm doing them for the first time, I would usually start off with how to balance myself first. So I would usually go in the boards, keep my arms in front just for balance, and then what I would do is bend both knees and then lift off of one leg, and then I try to put my hands away from the boards and then put my hands on the board. So the moment I put my hands away from the boards, I'm practicing my balance, and then put the hands on the boards and then do it on the other side, and then try practicing it already with speed. So again, 3 strokes, bend your knees, and then lift off. This would require sometimes an assistance of a coach so that you can get a feel of how you would glide with just 1 foot. But yeah, you can definitely do this on your own. Just be careful. The second thing that I'm gonna teach you guys is the forward and the backward swizzles. So usually when you think of a forward swizzle, you need to think of like a fish. You need to kind of draw like a fish shape, or like a teardrop shape. Then you're gonna make a teardrop shape on the ice. So on forward swizzles, you usually start with your feet on the V position. So when you do the feet on the V position, you have to stand up straight and keep your arms in front just like the other elements. And then you bend your knees, and then you slowly push off of your inside edge, and then make that fish shape. So this requires a lot of inside edge. So your forward and backward swizzles actually lean on the inside edge. So you need to bend your knees and then lean on your inside edge until you're here halfway, and then you have to bring them all the way close until your feet are back to an inverted V, and then you bend your knees, you push off of your V position, and then glide again. And for the backward swizzles, usually what I would do is I would start in an inverted V. So if you started your forward swizzles on a V position, you need to start it in an inverted V. And now this time you need to put a little bit more weight backwards. Okay, so start with an inverted V, bend your knees, and then push off of your inside edge. Now usually some people find this more difficult than the forward swizzle, but you just need practice. What I would suggest you doing is you can start with on the boards, push off of the board so you gain backward momentum, and then bend your knees, inverted V position, and then glide on your inside edge, and then back. So this is, yeah, again, this is kind of difficult. It's skater's preference. Some find the forward swizzle more difficult, some find this difficult, but yeah, just keep on practicing and you'll eventually get it. Now, I think this is one of my favorite elements for beginners. It's the backward wiggle, and it's called a wiggle because you're really like wiggling yourself when you're doing this. And when you do this, think about your hips, so it's all in the hips. So think about like literally wiggling when you're doing this. And again, just like the backward and the forward swizzles, you need to keep your weight on your inside edges. So you need to do little, what we call C pushes. So you need to do C pushes and and press on your inside edge, and then do wiggles and really get your hips into it, you know, like really. Next thing we would do is an arabesque, and these are one of my favorite ice skating elements because it looks so elegant and it looks really nice when done properly. I think this is one of the hardest elements to learn because it's just requires a lot of flexibility and balance. But what I can recommend is two things. You need to practice, one, your flexibility, and two, you need to practice your 1-foot glides. It's nice and fast because that would definitely help you with your arabesque. So the faster you go in your arabesque, the more stable it is, and practicing your splits and just doing arabesques off ice would really help reinforce your arabesque position. So again, just like the 1-foot glides, you skate as fast as you can, bend your knees, and then push off of the whichever dominant foot that you have, whichever is the most flexible foot, and then just glide. And just remember to keep your arms as far away from your body as you can so you have balance. So yeah, that's it for the basic elements. For the snowplow stop, which I already have demonstrated, I will link it somewhere in the info box below. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button and click on the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. So yeah, that's it for now. I might post a skating challenge soon. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!